Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another Strixhaven quick draft. Last time we went and got another 7-win draft. That is my first time I have ever done any sort of drafting where I got 2 7 wins in a row. So let's hop in here. We've done Prismari, we've done Witherbloom, and we've done Quandrix, which kind of got into a hybrid with Prismari, but I'm counting that as a Quandrix draft. Okay, so here we have this rare that I've had a full play set of. We just always seem to see this rare. I think it's a decent place to start, whether we go into Witherbloom or Quandrix. It's not like a super rare. We've seen Eliminate Wheel before in these quick drafts against the bots. The other thing I could do is take the Karak Wrangler, which those can get out of hand. But I'm going to take the rare here because it makes decent value regardless of what we do. Okay, so then here we have Honor Troll could be interesting in a life gain sort of deck. It gives vigilance, so it can also attack and block at the same time. Other options that I'm considering: Divide by Zero isn't bad. Spiteful Squad isn't bad, but I don't think we need to take it this early. And Cram Session as a nice learn card. But yeah, I think I'll go for the Honor Troll. And maybe we'll end up black-green again. Speaking of some good green cards, we have the Quandrix Pledge Mage. We also have Lash of Malice, which was good to us as well. But these Pledge Mages are also good. What else do I like in this pack? I'm not super big on any of these. The Maelstrom Muse can be pretty good. I think I'm happy here just taking the Quandrix Pledge Mage because that can just represent a huge threat. And so with the Honor Troll, we're kind of going to want to gain some life. We have an Environmental Sciences here. And that can also help if we do end up splashing something again, or even if we end up going into something completely different, we could still end up like blue-green again. And just ignore the Callous Blood Mage. Or even just splash the Blood Mage. I don't know. But I was... Ooh, there's a Witherbloom Apprentice. Okay, so this time we might end up in a Witherbloom deck that's more focused on life gain rather than the Woe Eaters and tons of pests. Because we're getting like the Witherbloom cards we didn't have in our last good Witherbloom deck. This is an interesting card, the Needlethorn Drake. Blue-green Flying Death Touch. I don't think I've seen one of those in these drafts yet. Spirit Summoning. We don't really have red or white right now. I'm not super interested in these uncommons. So I think it's either the Drake here. Drake, Shield Mage, or Essence Infusion. I feel like Essence Infusion is the type of card we can get later. And either of these can be useful in any sort of splash we do. I'm going to take the Drake, because I've liked the Drake before, especially if we get some of the green, like, punch spells or fight spells. And I think here the pick is just going to be this pest summoning. I'm not super interested in a 3-mana 2/4. And like I said, I've never been overly impressed with the biomathematicians. Yeah, it makes 2 bodies, but they're relatively small. So yeah, we're going to go pest summoning. It gives us a second lesson, and we haven't found any... There's a Witherbloom Pledge Mage. I do like these guys. I wouldn't mind picking up a couple of them. We haven't found any good learn cards outside of that second pack, which weren't even in... Well, there was the cram session. Okay, so here I could take a Silver Quill Campus speculating on a possible White Splash. I could take the Zephyr Boots. The boots might not be too bad. Especially if we turn something flying and then it becomes easier to... I'm not going to pick the Expanded Anatomy here because we already have 2 lessons that are both pretty dang good. And we don't even have any learn cards yet, so I'm going to take the boots here. Those boots weren't made for walking, they were made for flying. And I guess I can take the big play. This seems reasonable enough. It gets +2/+2 in reach, and it gets a 1/1 counter. Unwilling Ingredient. I did like these when we had them. And here I think we're just going to end up taking the 3/2. I don't think we need the... Yeah, I don't think we need that on the top end. We just kind of want some life gain. There's another big play. There's a learn, but we can't really... That's not a very good one. I'll take the big play. I don't think we're playing this. We'll just grab this stuff. The Adept could be useful in our sideboard. Oh, we have this. We could, even if we don't splash blue, we could still play this potentially on this side. Although I do feel this card is like very slow. So basically, exile the top card. If it's a land, you get to draw it. Otherwise, you can very much later, you know, pay 5 mana and get... And it'll just sit there. It'll sit there gaining value all the time. Ooh, there's a Bookwurm. That's more the type of card I would like here. Also the Mage Duel. Necrotic Fumes isn't bad either. But we still need ways to learn. I do like the Professor of Zoomancy. I kind of hope that comes back. I'm going to grab the Bookwurm here. I do like playing big dumb creatures in Limited. Speaking of big dumb creatures, there's a Fractal Summoning. But I think here... So it costs 2 less to cast if we cast an instant or sorcery. Which might not be too difficult to do in this format. I'm going to grab the removal. I wouldn't mind the Leech Fanatic either. But I think for now we take this. There's some decent blue cards here too. And we could still... We're not super tied down to black. I mean, we could easily go green-blue here. Because we would only have to cut the... We'd cut the Witherbloom Apprentice, the Unwilling Ingredient, and the Blood Mage, and we have green-blue. Or we can just cut the Needlethorn Drake. So here... Here, I think Test of Talents could be the pick. Counter spells can be nice in this format. Deadly Brew. Each player sacrifices a creature. Planeswalker. If I sacrifice this way, I may return another permanent from my graveyard to my hand. That's not bad. And then there's a Zimone here, which we also had last time, and worked out pretty well for us. So I guess this is where we really need to just decide, are we going to be green-blue, or are we going to be Witherbloom again? I would like to play around with the Witherbloom, but like these can both be used regardless of what we're in. We do have the Bookwurm, which I feel might be better in ramp, which I feel might be better in blue-green. So let's go for that. Oh, and now we're getting... Blood Researcher is just so good with the Witherbloom Apprentice, and even the Leech Fanatic. Meanwhile, the blue cards... I don't know that I really need them. As I still play the undecided mode. And then here we don't have anything of... I mean, we have Elemental Summoning, which is good. Vortex Runner can be good. I'm going to grab the Elemental Summoning. Just because there's nothing else from this pack I'm super interested in. I'm not really interested in the Tenured Inkcaster. Our other top-end cards are a bit better. And... so now we have Gram Session or we have Field Trip. I'm going to go for Field Trip here. It's going to be good regardless of how we go with this deck, because we are going to try to get up to the Bookwurm, and we have plenty of things to search for there. I don't really want another big play. I want to get some creatures, which means we might be doing the biomathematicians. I've been kind of seeing a lot of those going around. Okay, Pop Quiz or Mage Duel. I think we take the Pop Quiz here. I think we just take the Pop Quiz and we just kind of solidify Quandrix within the next couple picks. We have a Vortex Runner. We have a Serpentine Curve. I do like these. They can be really nice. Turn target permanent to his owner's hand, and then a permanent from my graveyard to my hand. I'm going to grab that. And I think at this point we're ready to cut the black out of here. Aerialist if we need. And then here's playables for either. Well, that's not black. We'll cut the Blood Mage, and we'll cut that, unless we get a way to splash. We are kind of lacking in the 2-drop department right now. So I'm going to go with that. And there's a relevant 3-2, and there's a relevant 2-drop. I swear, I constantly see this card as well. Kind of ridiculous. But here we have a whole bunch of stuff. So now the question is, I really want the Field Trip. I want the field trip. I also want the elemental summoning, because 2 of those would be good. That would give us a great top end. Are there other lessons I could want? I mean, we've got environmental science. We could even splash black again. There's no reason we can't. Just splash in the blood researcher, and I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. But I think I go with the elemental summoning here. Because those have always kind of been good to me, and hopefully we pick up another... I don't really want to hope on another field trip. I just want to get another field trip. Because we already have the Bookwurm here. Yeah, let's pick the field trip. We'll be tripping. And this pack... Oh, Strixhaven Stadium. I'm actually going to pick that. Uncommons, I'm not super... I would like the Scurrid Colony. Maybe even the Witherbloom Campus. But this helps our ramp. It only makes colorless mana, but that's okay. And gives an alternate win condition if we, like, get into a board stall situation. That thing again. I'm not sure I want to play 2 pop quizzes. We could play this. As with 2 field trips, we might kind of want that over the Frost Trickster. Because we kind of have a lot of 3-drops, so I'm going to take the... and we could even, like, sack one of these, like, dinky fractals that'll be 1/1s to it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Mind's Desire. That is a mythic. It's also incredibly random and not really good in limited. Other things we do have... We got 1 mage tool, but we do have another Drake. We have a Drake and we have an emergent sequence. More ramping or more 2-drops? I kind of need 2-drops, and I do really like Drake, so I'm gonna go with that. And if I had known... with all the splashing, I could even do a hunt for specimens here. Potentially, but I also wouldn't mind just a 3rd Drake. Frost Trickster wouldn't be bad either. I'll go with the Drake. We can grab this for our splash. I'm not opposed to it, because I don't think we have any campuses yet. Okay, so this pack has a Lash, a Charge Through, or Essence Infusion. I'm not super big on any of those. There's also the Elemental Masterpiece, which we know is a good card. And with environmental sciences and these learn cards, I could almost just run this anyways. Because it's between that and the Lash. I think the upside is big enough for this card. But then we get things like that, and I'm not going to completely ruin the mana for that. Oh, and this came back to us. I was wondering if it would. Yeah, we'll take the serpent there. And here I could run a teach by example. Not sure if we have enough to really justify that, because a couple of these are counters. Might not be playing the big plays. Tangle Trap is also not a completely unreasonable card, or even Introduction to Prophecy. I don't think we need to worry about losing to Flyers when we got 3 Drakes, though. So teach by example, doubling. Like we could even double any of this other stuff. Yeah. Let's grab a teach by example here. And here I don't think there's anything we really need. So I'll just take something for the collection. Biblioplex Assistant. We did have good fortunes with that card, and I can probably play that over the Aerialist. Just something to bring back. That was when we had a lot of big stuff in here, too. Right now, we would only be really looking at bringing back those. Maybe bringing back a field trip or a mage duel. That said, could also take the Plumb the Forbidden, since we are probably going to have the Black Splash in here. And we'll have plenty of pest tokens, so yeah, I'll grab that. Solve the equation, maybe? Probably won't run it. Go blank. It looks like we could have been in either Quandrix or Witherbloom with the way this draft went. So, it looks like we're crafting another 3-color deck. Which I'm not opposed to that. We have some life gain triggers. I think that's going to be one of our easy cuts. I don't think there's a ton of things we need to give flying to. So we can cut the Zephyr Boots. Like, I'm not super impressed by some of these 3-drops. I don't think we need those. Kind of happy with this. Maybe not that. This is kind of more like a 5-drop. The other thing we could do is remove the frog, put this in instead of another... We still gotta figure out how we're getting to, getting all our mana here. But yeah, I could put those in. And make a Black Splash. Environmental Sciences can go get that. Because we already have a Pest Summoning. Do we have enough life gain triggers, though? I don't know that we have enough life gain triggers because we'd probably end up cutting those. So that's not really going to be good. I do like the Callous Blood Mage and the Plum the Forbidden, just because this can draw so many cards, especially off of a pest summoning. And I do think it's worth it to splash black for those. Do I just go 9 Forest? Oh, no I don't. I have that. Then I only need 1 Swamp. Yeah. 7, 8, 16, 17. Yeah, that's good. I'm also not sure we need the Honor Troll. I'm not sure we need those. I don't think the Honor Troll really plays well with... Oh, I still have the Witherbloom Apprentice. I mean, it was either that or the Frog. Witherbloom Apprentice is not really a turn 2 card in this deck, but I think that's okay given the Drakes and the Reject. I still have to make 2 more cuts. Oh, what feels least necessary? What's our creature count even? 14? Which, it's actually a little bit more than that because we have those learn spells that can get like environmental summoning, pest summoning. Problem with Teach by Example is it's kind of tricky to, like, it needs to be paired with something else. So I think I need to cut a non-creature, which is probably going to be Teach by Example, because it's not... I don't think it goes with a lot of the stuff we have. And I think the other cut is between either Honor Troll or the Stadium. Stadium helps like ramp into this stuff, but beyond that it doesn't do a ton. That said, the Honor Troll doesn't do a ton either. We could also cut the Witherbloom Apprentice. I think I'm gonna cut the Stadium. I don't feel we'll need that to win. We have this thing that can make things unblockable, and we can hit for lots of damage. Though that is kind of a ramp card, isn't it? We're going to take out a Biomathematician. I don't think I'm going to take one of those out. I think it's going to be... I'm okay with both of those. Because we're not going to be able to reliably play this thing on turn 2. Not with just 2 black sources here. Let's do that. So we have another Quandrix ramp sort of deck. Wait. But this time we're ramping into big ol' Bookwurm. So that can be the star card, and we need to remember to do this. I don't really want to put one of these sleeves on it, because then it kind of turns into like a giveaway of what we're playing. So yeah, let's go with that one. I think at the same time, it also kind of doesn't necessarily mean much what sleeves you have on it. Yeah, I've seen people play like an Is It deck with Orzhov sleeves. And heck, I've been running my blue-red dragons deck and constructed with Azorius sleeves. I go first. We have this stuff. Probably get into a pop quiz. I like it. Drakes would be great. There's a punch spell. It's uncommon, but it's a 2 green. It's a sorcery. Target creature deals damage to another target creature. And then if it dies, you gain 2 life. It's just really great with these drakes. Oh, well, that is unfortunate. Not like we're going to have excess lands anytime soon. I foresee the frog thing coming. I mean, that's turn 3. You haven't played anything. There's another Drake. Okay, so they just had a pop quiz there. I did not want to run my Zimone into a frog. And they grab a start from scratch. So it looks like they're kind of Quandrix splashing red. We've done that before. Or Prismari splashing green, I don't know. That's reasonable. There's a Faithless Legion. Okay, so now we can go attacking with our Zimone. If we get a land, we're definitely playing the field trip here. Because we are behind. Grab the forest, and let's go for environmental sciences. So we can keep the cards flowing here. A 1/5 with reach. Well, that is certainly a card you can play. Let's see if our opponent wants to trade. Because I wouldn't be opposed to it. And here's a Wormhole Serpent. That can make things unblockable. And until it does that, it can sit there. Kelpie Guide. And now I think we just go with the environmental sciences. We'll grab a forest here. Yeah, why not? Already played our land, so we can hold up open pop quiz and that. We'll offer them the trade again. Actually, I could also just draw with Zimone here. Oh, they are going to trade. No, no, no. This is going to be a trade. And I get to look at their hand. Heated Debate, Fuming Effigy, Serpentine Curve. Okay. They've got some big stuff in their deck. I guess Zimone can just pop this other land in. As something to do. Heated Debate if they wanted to 2-for-1 themselves on this, I'd be okay with that. They have a Serpentine Curve, though, that's going to be kind of a big card. We're going to have to deal with that. Put that land into play, and we can actually... we can cast Bookwurm now. So does our opponent want to... kind of want to get that off the field. Because otherwise they can just tap our stuff down. Well, they can't... they can't tap yet. No need to attack. We'll play the Bookwurm. It has trample. It's big. It gains us a little bit of life. Also, if they destroy this... oh, I also draw a card. I can also pay 3 mana and put it third from the top, so if they kill it... oh no. That's only if it's in play. Okay, so it's not like Bramblewurm from that. So... I could just make it unblockable. I think I'm good with that. That way there's no, like, shenanigans with blocking and heated debate. And our opponent didn't like that either. I could play a land there, draw 2 cards off of Zimone. So yeah, getting stuck on 2 lands for a turn or two, that didn't set us back too much. That's what's nice about Field Trip, and we had all those drakes there, those Needlethorn drakes. And also, like I said, in Limited, I like to play green a lot, because you often just get like lots of medium to large size creatures. We didn't get a Professor of Zoomancy back to us, did we? I would have liked those, because that's been performing well for me too. We have all our colors. We have a turn 2 play and a turn 3 play, so we're going to go ahead and keep this hand. I'll probably just draw off of the Blood Mage, because I don't have a reason to... that's gross. Playing hasty crap on us. So our opponent could play another creature here if they do. Okay, they do not. Okay, we got a Howling Dog over here. I like that dog. Okay, I know you're not my dog, but... now I'm wondering if I play this and get a Pest. I think we'll do that, because they could have removal here. And that way we've got 2 things that can block and kill this Hall Monitor before this starts getting out of control. They do have a turn where they can play whatever they want. That's okay, I don't want to just sit there and do nothing, like our opponent is currently doing. It's a little odd. Do I go attacking and offer up a trade? Or do I just sit here? I mean, if they want to do something or use a removal spell on the Blood Mage, that's fine. If they want to block and trade, that's fine too. Nothing bothers me here, because we've got these guys coming. I kind of want some of their cards to get out of their hand. Yeah, play around with the sleeves a bit. Yeah, that's countered. That is just not going to happen there, opponent. I think I'll start with the Wormhole Serpent, because I'm more okay with losing that. And now I kind of don't want this trade to happen. Just because they might have like an Expel or something. And we don't have our Test of Talents right now. We do have a lot of lands. But sometimes when you have like these ramp decks, that might not be a bad thing. I only have 2 on the curve, so it is counting itself. So we're not going to play that yet. But once again, I will offer this up. If our opponent has an Expel, that's fine. Opponent finally wants to make that block. That's fine too. You have an Expel? You don't have an Expel. What the heck do you have? Like, what do you actually have, opponent? You've played a Hall Monitor this game. And 7 lands. You don't have removal, you don't have more creatures. There's no creature at 7 mana for red-white that I'm aware of. Well, there's the Mythic Dragon. I guess we just go swinging here. Do they have a board wipe? I guess in the event of a board wipe, I'm not going to play my Drake out. I don't know what's going on. And I'll just scry off of the campus. Any learn spell would be really good here. Because that would get us essentially 2 more things that we could be putting into our graveyard for the service. Yeah, I don't know. Did they just, like, massively flood out? I'm so confused. Well, we know that this deck can beat a Hall Monitor and 7 lands. That's so odd. I mean, it's a win. We'll take it. But just totally unexpected. Maybe I should be running that Strixhaven campus or stadium. Oh, we're missing green here. So this may or may not be a good idea. I don't know what 2-drops I could fear on turn 2. Opponent is about to play something and prove me wrong. I mean, I have a Mage Duel. Okay. Okay, opponent. Let's... I mean, if I play this, I could play the Field Trip and Mage Duel next turn, potentially, as a line. And this is a 2/3 Vigilance. Okay, they are ramping into something. Okay, they are Prismari with green. Okay, a Quandrix Cultivator. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Because I could do that, but then it's only +1/+2. You don't really get to kill it. Let's go with... We don't really need more lands right now. We could Pest Summoning and draw a bunch of cards. Or Elemental Summoning. I'm gonna go with draw a bunch of cards. If this thing was an instant, I could go attacking it. Well, no, because this is still fight. That still wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, I have Cultivator. And that's fine. It's not like I need to get up to 25 life. Quandrix Pledge Mage. I need that card to not exist. So I can do this. I should have played the swamp there, so I could also hold open with Plum. But that's okay. Even if they play a spell, they'd have to play 2 spells, or if they have a big play here. Big play would kind of be a blowout. Decisive Denial, okay. That is reasonable. Not sure how much they want to go attacking here. I don't really want to go blocking here, because we need to redraw some stuff. So, no blocks. Kelpie Guide, I cannot actually counter that, because it... 3. Funny thing is, like, I'm actually going to profit on these. So I'm going to gain 4, lose 3 from all this drawing. So there's a Witherbloom Pledge Mage, Biomathematician, Needlethorn Drake. This stops them from attacking. And I'm also expecting them to have, like, a big creature here soon. So that's why I'm just going to do that and leave things open. I have 6, they have 7 mana. I would love to reject a Bookwurm. I don't really need to trade here, because the Pledge Mage can stop this. As long as their Kelpie Guide doesn't go all Kelpie on us. I can't reject that. That's really bad when I can't reject that. Well, they probably don't have a Bookwurm, but just in case, I'm gonna play like they do. Oh, now they can tap our stuff with the... I don't think that's what you meant to do there, opponent. Okay, we're gonna have to start blocking things. Our opponent is tapping stuff down. Okay. This is bad. Elemental Masterpiece is such a good card. Ooh, hey. I think I just need to stabilize here a little bit. I could field trip. I can field trip next turn. I was really afraid of their last card in their hand. It seems like they have... Seems like they have something. I gotta keep stuff back to block right now. Next turn I can field trip for elemental summoning. Yeah, that Kelpie guide is annoying. I can double block. Yeah, I can totally block some things here. One will totally be a double block. This Drake is totally blocking the Ledge Mage. Of course, if they have the frog that gives -1/-0, it's kind of a blowout to this thing. And I won't be able to counter that either. What I needed was Test of Talents for that Elemental Masterpiece. Opponent thought pretty long about that. I can put those there. Because they can still only kill one, and then that can just go there. Yeah, there's always that potential. The real issue I'm having is this Tapper. Oh, hey. There's a 5 mana. How much mana do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So regardless, I can only do... I'm gonna have to stop playing around them having a big creature and just, Oh, actually, that's a 5/5 now. I need to play something that trades with it. Pay 3. Can't profitably attack when we'd be dead on the trackback. Eureka moment. Yep, I can't reject that either, so I guess it's fine that our reject is down for a turn. Campus guide. Okay, that was the thing you've had in your hand the whole time. Oh, now with Zimone, I can draw an extra 2 cards per turn. They could also do like a double tap here. Tap this, and then tap again on their turn, which they're probably going to do. Yep, that is what they're going to do. So if they swing out here, I would have to block. I don't necessarily have to block if it's just that, but if they swing everything, I'm going to have to make some blocks. I'm going to go for... not, if they swing with everything, I'm going to not block this. And I'm just going to block here. And okay, they did not like that outcome. Because they saw that that was probably the best outcome. I know they don't want me to draw extra cards, but the only way they can really stop that is if they swing with everything. If they just swing with that, I could just not block. It's kind of risky, but I can also draw 2 extra cards on my turn. They are only going with it. I could also double block here. Because then, otherwise everything becomes lethal. Let's double block and see what they want to get rid of. My 4/4 would just become another thing that can tap stuff down. Okay, they want to get rid of the 4/4. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to draw some cards. Well, that doesn't help. Yeah, we're gonna have to chump block that. That Kelpie guide has been really... Oh, are you gonna let me double block with my 2/5 power things? Because that's really tempting. Oh, I really need this to gain... If they have a trick or something, it's a blow up. But they have a 10/10 on the field. So it just depends what our opponent drew. No, there's no animation here. Decisive denial, so they're gonna fight my Zimone. Okay. That's a second decisive denial they've had. Wormhole Serpent. It's not great, but it's decent enough. I think even if they had... No, Bookwurm is 8, so if they had a Bookwurm, I could still reject it here. I'm going to trade... Well... I'll see what's on the top of my deck. I'll put a stop on my upkeep. I can't just take 5 here and... That's kind of rough. Bookwurm would be... Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really going to stop that anyways. I mean, it's creatures. Oh, it's the main phase. We're hanging in there, but it's the Kelpie guide that's causing the most issues. Because it essentially means I need to have another extra creature. I mean, that's lethal. I mean, I know I'd like to draw the Bookwurm here, but... Callous Blood Mage. Reasonable. It can provide us with 2 more creatures. Which is what I'm going to go with. Because now I could even kill this thing off. Well... In theory, they could still do the double tap thing because they have that open again. Field trip. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Another fractal summoning. Well, I mean, it's not another, it's their first fractal summoning. I was thinking about grabbing one of those myself. Obviously, I don't think we can beat Fractal Summoning because this is, once again, it's not Test of Talents. Maybe on the turn our opponent played the Cultivator, if I had my Reject up, we'd be sitting a bit better. I mean, that would have changed the entire complexion of this game. But I'm not seeing how we get out of this. I'm not sure what our opponent's waiting on here. Like, a 5-5 is still going to... They could play it as a 5-5 right now, and it's still going to, like, dominate our whole board. Well, they are going to let us trade. I mean, maybe they'll screw up and let me and kill, like, the pest in this guy. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. Do I... Because if I scry and we get the Bookwurm... I think we just attempt to draw it. Yeah, that's a good... It's a good draw, but it's... They can double tap. I have no way of removing that Kelpie guide. But now I can Witherbloom Campus maybe get the, Yep, tapping our 7-7, tapping our 3-5, block here. Or they could tap our pest and force me to chump block with my 3-5. That'd be a real issue. Oh, I told them that! You weren't supposed to hear me! Alternatively, if I hit them with 8 creatures, I could, win off the stadium. I can't even counter that. They'll just pay it. That's not a Bookwurm. How much mana do we have? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I cannot spend 5 of that to, Pop Quiz. Pop Quiz. How do we not lose this game? I don't see a way. Yeah, because we can't ever get rid of this Kelpie guide. And we're still dead in the air. So, I'll give it to him. Also why I don't mind Tangle Trap. You can kill aerial things. Okay, let's reevaluate. Big play also gives it reach. The Honor Troll was actually pretty unimpressive, if we're being honest. So we could cut that. We could even put... I don't know that I'd put the Blood Researcher in, but... I mean, between Witherbloom, Pledge Mage, Bookwurm, I think we can make this into a threat. And once again, I'm just Those guys don't impress me like they probably should. Maybe I could even get rid of the stadium, but the stadium... I don't think we need to get rid of the stadium. Okay, a little bit more on the... well, with a little bit more on the Witherbloom. Maybe we want an additional black source. I'll run it like that. Let's do it. With Learn Cards and Environmental Sciences, it can be pretty easy to have a splash color. And I feel like the two cards we just added in are going to have a higher impact than... but we took out the Honor Troll. Well, Honor Troll doesn't gain us life by itself. Okay, we have a Quandrix Pledge Mage, and we're lacking green. We have lacked green before, and we were fine. Though it is kind of awkward to lack green. But now I can play Pledge Mage, Tomb Shredder. Okay. Play Pledge Mage, and because this is just kind of a card where they need to answer it. But what in the world does this thing do? Add over X the amount of life you get. Didn't even attack? Okay. I mean, that's odd. I'm actually going to grab a pest summoning here. And that thing's a 2/5. We're not punching through that anytime soon. I have no trust for this. Absolutely none. Wait, red-green, what? I was right to not trust that. Why am I playing against a red-green deck? Okay, so I have this holding open, not holding open Plumb the Forbidden, because I guess the game just decided we were going to do this. I was thinking about holding open Plumb the Forbidden there. No attacks, because we're kind of behind at the moment. I do have some blocks now. Pigment Storm, okay. Yep, they needed to get rid of that before that really got out of control. I will start blocking now. Okay, they're going to do that. I think I just go Wormhole. They don't have a lot of cards left, so I'm going to be using Plum on our one pest here. Pillar Drop Warden. I don't like that card, because that can get you back to Pigment Storm. It's not like I can do much about it. Other than just give them a lot of threats. I mean, one more land, we can play both these Serpentine Curves. Yeah, we got it. Could also pop Quiz. I don't think I want to do that yet. Well, pop Quiz. Oh, a Callous Blood Mage, that's good too. Because I think they're going to get that back, but then they're still going to have issues attacking, so we'll leave it at that. Because they can get back their Pigment Storm, use it, and kill something, and that takes up all of their mana. Which that is what they're going to do. But now I can double Serpentine Curve. And they're going to have a real tough time dealing with 2 creatures here. Especially since I can make them unblockable if need be. I'm just not sure that I need to. I'm going to draw a card off the Blood Mage. Mage Duel. Gross. Stop doing that. You weren't supposed to have a bunch of stuff. Oh hey, I found my Mage Duel. So I totally am probably going to do that. I think exile is Graveyard, but that's about to not be relevant. Just reject. Get that out of here. You're not surviving it. I mean, okay, it stops me from really swinging with that this turn. If I swing with the token... If I swing with just this... I don't really have any good attacks here. Next turn I'll start swinging with this. Even triple block, they can't kill it. Alternatively, I can also just make it unblockable and make this a 3-turn clock. Which I'm not opposed to that. Hold these guys back for blocks, because I'm at 8 myself. Because if they had a land, they would have played it and make that a 4/4. That is my rationale. But what could they have had? Might be finding out real soon here. I'm definitely going to block things, but I'm going to block things a little bit safely. So if they have the +2/+1 and if they have the big play... Okay, they could also have that. Okay, so they get Pest Summoning, which seems reasonable after killing my Serpent. And they have a Shock. That's rude. Okay, they are out of... I mean, that would have solved, like, all of my problems there. Let's see if they come in for 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't have good attacks here just because we're at such a low life total. I need something else. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Once again, I cannot reject that. I can Test of Talents that, which I totally will. Ooh, hey. Pledge Mage. I can go attacking here. Start getting our way through these pests. They're going to put it there. I'm just going to say no. I also gain a life from that. Oh, yeah, they don't have a hand. They do have a library. Weird. Weird deck. They got a lot of lands left in their deck. Just gotta make sure we don't die in the air. Which could be semi-challenging. I mean, any learn spell is going to be great for us here. Letter of Acceptance, okay. So that's 5 mana, cycle a card. Please be a creature that I can just reject. Thank you for listening to me. That's a good creature to hit with reject, too. And that gains us a life. Strixhaven Stadium. I don't really want to be attacked back yet. Oh, now they have a Pledge Mage. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I don't think I can afford to go in with all of them. I'd be fine getting rid of their Pledge Mage. Okay, they are going to do that. So I can get rid of their Pledge Mage, both their Pledge Mages. I am good with that. I guess they were trying to play around a trick. I don't blame them, but they did just kind of give me a freebie there. And I still have pressure with the with our own Pledge Mage. Now we don't. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! We're not doing that. Not attacking here. Set a stop on the upkeep. Game! I set a stop. Well, on his end step I can... Yep, and our opponent's getting all their... They have a lot of lands left in their deck. We took a look through their deck. Oh, this is just death. Because even with blocks, even if that didn't have trample, we still take 4. I should have scryed one just to see what would have been the card I had drawn if the stop thing worked like it was supposed to. I got it in before our opponent's end step. We didn't draw any of the either of those two Witherbloom cards we just added. The Menace guy or the Apprentice. Reject keeps... I know it can be... It was decent there when we countered their Pledge Mage, but... It ended up not being super... It's been like sitting in our hand a lot of the time. Well, we have our colors, so I'm gonna keep this. We have tons of 2-drops. And by tons, I mean, you know, at least 5. Our opponent going for the quick cram session. I'm gonna put some pressure on them. I think I'm just going to pop Quiz here. A Bookwurm. It almost makes me want to grab Environmental Sciences. But I think we're also good with Pest Summoning. Maybe I should grab the Environmental Sciences, make my thing bigger. Field Trip. They're going tripping. Oh, they're ramping up, too. So, I think here... I'll play the Serpent out to be mana efficient. Guess I could do that. Next turn I can play the Drake, the Pest Summoning, and the Mage Duel. Definitely a thing we could Mage Duel. We're kind of 2-for-1-ing ourselves, though. But I almost feel that's kind of okay. Also, this has Menace, so I could just be attacking anyways. Four, 5, 6, so we still need 2 more lands for the Bookwurm. Our opponent is going to Mage Duel. Okay. I could swing with these, and if they block, then this just gets bigger. Or it just dies. That was incredibly lame. Well, now we have no attacks. Oh, they also have red in there, so they can play their 4/4. It's not going to look as impressive next to our 7/7 trample. I will block their fractal token. I will block their fractal token, because it's kind of a 10/10 now. But what in the world? Okay, well, it's not a land, but, kind of makes things awkward. There's a Quandrix pledge range. Okay, they are double attacking here. I think we gotta block the 14/14. Is that thing? That thing does not have trample. I'm just gonna, yeah, get that out of here, and hopefully they don't have a... They have that. That's a blowout. Oh, and they have a thing to stop our Bookwurm that we're about to cast. There's just no hope here, is there? Because I can play the Bookwurm and then it's gonna die to that. And I'll get to draw. I don't have 3 mana to put it back in, but even if I did, like, this board is just so insane. Why does Rutha make that sound? Yeah, there's that. And we just have absolutely nothing now. Now we have Witherbloom Apprentice. But I mean, it doesn't really matter because we don't have removal to really get out of this. And I still can't kill the thing. I'm not going to be able to kill that. Oh, and we're doubling the... Yeah. Do that, can't even double spell here. It really doesn't matter at this point. I can trade my 4/4 for one of their 4/4s, but they just have... our opponent has just had the absolute nuts here. Look at this. Elemental summoning, mage duel, like multiple mage duels. They just got everything that they could have ever needed. I can kill their Pledge Mage if I throw everything under it. The stadium's not very good. Land after land after land is also not very good. And we're just dead in the air. So I think here we suffered a bit from... Oh, I claimed the prize. I can't go look at the deck again. Although I did get a new mythic from the mastery, I thought. Oh no, that's next. Okay. Then let's open packs. Or pack. Another silver quill. Okay, well, that is a mythic. Well, with that, I will see you guys next time.